So, welcome to day 5 of my 30-day engagement. My name is Sean Aaron, he, him, his. And so today I'm going to talk about visibility. And so, for folks who don't know, if you haven't listened to the previous conversations, go back and listen to day 1 through 4 to kind of get caught up or just to watch some of the conversations that I had from the previous days. But this episode is about this particular video and reflection is about episode 80 of Dem Bois Podcast. For folks who know me or folks who don't know me, I'm the host of Dem Bois Podcast. And so Dem Bois Podcast works to amplify the voices of trans men of color. And so, if you haven't had an opportunity to check out Dem Boys podcast, the link is below to check that out. And so, episode 80, I had a guest by the name of Tiq Milan. And so, Tiq is a trans advocate, and he has been heavily in the community for some years now. And so, the reflection question from today is, what did Tiq Milan's reflection on visibility spark for me? So if you haven't had the opportunity to check that out, go and listen to episode 80 so that you can kind of get the gist of the full episode and what we talked about. But I'm gonna play it really, really quick so you hear the little piece that Teak gave on visibility.
And so he laughs about it, and then we have a conversation. That was the first transgender man I met. And that's when I knew. That's when I knew. I said, that's it. That's what it is. That's who I am. I'm a transgender man. I had no idea. I just thought and I was feeling guilty because I was feeling like my butch identity wasn't enough. And I thought, well, maybe I'm like drinking the Kool-Aid here. Maybe I'm not proud to be a woman, or maybe I'm like I was really putting myself through the ringer. You know what I'm saying? And then when I saw this kid, when I saw this man, it just and it just and that's when I was like, okay, that's it. And so that gave me clarity. And also that is the reason why I am very open about being trans. I know I can pass as a cis het man in the world, but I'm very open about my experience in being trans because he did that for me. He doesn't even know it. I can't remember his name.
So for folks that listen to the episode, I talked a lot about in the episode about how Teak's own visibility sparked possibility for me. And so the last little bit, he talked about why that is one of the reasons why he's visible, because somebody was visible for him. And so one of the things that I appreciate about visibility and his visibility is because early in my transition, I used to watch his videos, and I talked about this. I used to watch his videos. I used to watch his videos as a parent, and I just used to watch his videos because I was just like, this is an attractive black man. And I was like, there is no way that I would be as attractive as him. And I felt that, right? And this goes back to some of the other videos that I did previous before this one about suffering from verbal abuse as a child. And so those was one of the things that I thought also, that I was fat and I was ugly. And so I grew up believing those things because that's what was told to me. And so to see this man, this to see him be visible and to be attractive and hold himself with so much confidence in the way he dressed and in the way he speaks up for the community, to me that was like a gateway to what was possible for me when I started to go onto that journey. And so, not to say like, oh, I was like, oh, I want to be like him, I want to be like Teak. No, it wasn't that, but it was like, I know that there is a possibility that I can be more than what I think that I can be. And so that, it really sparked, and it really ties in how how I believe that visibility equals possibility, because it's so true, right? You don't know what's possible until you can visually see it for yourself. And so this was a really, really great episode. Teak is somebody that I've actually admired for many, many years. His work, his writing, his teachings, his videos, just a lot that I have admired about him over the years. And so it was a real privilege to sit down with him and talk to him. I didn't think that, that I was gonna ever be able to get him on the show, but I had made a call out on a couple of previous episodes of like, yo, I would really like to have Teak on the show. and someone within the community reached out to him, and he was like, oh, okay, sure, I would love to be on the show. So I got him on the show through another person, and so that was a blessing. And so just to look him face to face, and just to know like, yo, this is somebody that I really was looking up to as I first began my transition journey. It was a blessing. So it really sparked a lot of reflection on visibility for me. And so I want folks that if you're watching, I want you to go and check out episode 80. If you haven't checked out episode 80 of Dem Bois Podcast, now is a good time to do so. But then come back here and let me know what moved you within the episode. What did he talk about? What did I talk about? What did we talk about together that moved you? And so thank you for tuning in to this day. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the next day of this 30-day engagement. Take care.